Hey there, I'm Michelle, and in this lesson we are going to be working on our Caboodles Coloring Class 1, and we are going to be talking about marker blending with the method of blending with circles. Now, if you have our Caboodles Coloring Class Kit, you received this printed handout that talks about what we're going to be doing now. It's the marker blending with circles technique, and it walks you through everything. You have this that you can refer to. We'll also need this Caboodles Coloring Class 1 exercise sheet, and it is printed on our Caboodles cardstock, and it's just an exercise sheet that has lots of circles. You've got some squares down here and circles in various shapes and sizes, so you're going to want to pull that out. So we are ready to go. I'm going to be using my B91. It's pale grayish blue, B95, it's light grayish cobalt, and B99 agate. Now I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is my B91. I'm just going to turn this at an angle here so I can get to it a little better. You'll notice that on your exercise sheet that we've laid down these two lines. These are just guidelines, because we want to kind of show you how to blend as we go. So we've just put some guidelines there that you can follow if you like to, just to make it a little easier. The first thing I'm going to do is I just want to fill in this circle. So I'm going to take my B91 and I'm going to fill it in. I'm not quite blending in circles yet. I'm just trying to fill this in. Now, if you left it just like this, you can see the lines in my work, and you can see the color, the unevenness of that. This is called an uneven soak, and that's because my ink, it's not a smooth blend. So if you want to start with a nice smooth blend, you'll need to continue to go over that until you can't see any of those blending lines in your image. So I'm going to get this nice and saturated. Okay, now here you can see that I'm really got a nice smooth blend going. And it's still wet, so the ink is still moving around. Now what you can do to check your blend is to turn your paper over and look at the back here, and that'll also show you how you're blending. So we've got our smooth blend. Now I'm going to take my middle color, which is B95, and I'm going to add it up to this little mark that I've put in right here, and right now I'm just going to lay the color down. And I'm going to saturate that until I don't have any lines. Then I'm going to go back with my B91 and I'm going to blend. And you see the motion that I'm doing? I'm using little circles. Now what I want you to be aware of here is that with the Copic markers, you can push the ink out, but you can also pull the ink in. So I'm going to pull that in. I'm going to pull that light color into my medium color so that I just get this nice, clean, gentle blend right here. I'm pulling it in and just getting a nice smooth blend. And then I'm going to take my B99, which is much darker, and I'm going to follow my little tick mark that I've got right here, and I'm going to fill this in. If you wanted to fill this in using little circles like this, you certainly could. I just lay my color down, and because this is an exercise sheet, I'm not worried about it being perfect. I'm just learning the technique. That's what I'm worried about. I've laid down my B99. Now I'm going to go back with B95, and I'm going to take my B95 and pull that into my B99, and I'm going to start to blend that together, blending in circles. Now, I don't know if you can see this on film, but what this also does is your lighter colors will remove the depth of your darker colors. They will lighten it. So the more B95 or B91 I touch over here, the lighter this color is going to get. So if you want it really dark, you might need to go back and touch up, or just be aware of how far and how much you're blending into that. That's the basics of blending in circles. You just get this nice smooth blend. You can kind of see in here I've got some unevenness. So what I would do is grab maybe my B91 and go back and blend. And you can always grab your medium color. You can grab any color and just continue to add layers of ink until you're satisfied with the result. Don't be afraid to do that, or if you want a deeper intensity or a lighter intensity, just keep layering those colors on until you're satisfied with the result that you have. And this is called blending in circles.